Good Tuesday evening. Welcome to BCP Live. Hi, I'm Joey McWilliams. Glad that you are with us on a Tuesday night. You might even be watching us on Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, wherever that is or whenever it happens to be for you. Thank you very much for taking some time with us. I am privileged tonight to be joined by a very special guest. We're going to visit with her, and we will also talk just briefly about the fact that there's a lot going on this week in Bryan County. If you didn't know that already, you haven't been paying close enough attention. It is the end of May, the beginning of June this week, and we have a lot going on. So we'll talk about that briefly at the end. Just wanted to remind you, in the meantime, I want to introduce my guest tonight. First time here on the program, Angel Titsworth with Weichert Realtors Solid Ground. And she's also she's kind of a big deal right now on the Texoma Board of Realtors, but we'll ask about that in just a moment. In the meantime, Angel, thank you for coming on with me tonight, and tell us a little bit about what you do. How long have you had this business, and how long have you had a branch in Durant?
Thank you. I'm honored to be a part tonight of your show. First time for doing a podcast. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this works out. But again, my name's Angel Titsworth, and I'm the broker owner of Weichert Realtors Solid Ground. We have started out as Solid Ground Realtors back in 2008. And if you know anything about the real estate market back in 2008, it was not real solid. So I felt like we needed something solid. And of course, it's built on faith. You know, we had to trust in God to lead us through this. And so we we named our company Solid Ground Realtors. And he led us through. And I always said, if God continues to allow us to keep the bills paid, then we'll keep the doors open. So still in business. It's 2024, still doing good. But we affiliated with, how do you say it, Joey? What's the name? Weichert Realtors. Okay.
I may have to let you say it because I've mangled it a time or two.
Right. Prior to becoming affiliate with Weichert, I called it Wichert. And how did you pronounce it?
I said Weichert. At least I think I got the long I in there, but I know I said Weichert there. But
Yeah.
You help me through it every time, though.
So it's sometimes a hard name to say, but we love what we do, and Weichert Realtors is all over the nation. So that's why we affiliated with them, and they have great marketing techniques, which we wanted to be a part of. You know, we were just a small brokerage. We're still small, but now we're, nationwide, of course, because there's Weichert offices all over the U.S. and in other countries. So it expanded what we do and how we work. And so we've been in Bonham, Texas. That's where we started out at. And so I started in 2008. And I've been licensed in Oklahoma as a real estate broker since 2016, kind of somewhere in there, 2014, but decided 2 years ago to open an office right there in Durant, Oklahoma. And so we've got 2 local agents there in Durant, plus there's 3 Texas agents who are also licensed in Oklahoma in our office. So we work both sides of the river.
I think it's really pretty cool. I do want to say again, I love the name Solid Ground. Of course, anyone who's familiar with this channel at all would know that's definitely going to stand out and have a fine place in my heart too. But I like the fact that you talk about that. Okay, it's a small brokerage, but it does have the national affiliation too. So it's kind of the best of both worlds in that. It is being a small brokerage though. You're still expanding though, right?
We are. Yes, we are looking for experienced agents and new agents as well. So we do a lot of training with new agents, and we can show you the tool. We have the tools, the technology, the training, all the needs for you to get started and be successful in the real estate industry. But we also know that it's important to have experienced agents who can guide the new agents. So we're always looking for those experienced agents. If you're not happy where you're at, or you think there might be something better out there for you, we would love to talk to you and show you how Weichert Realtors Solid Ground can help you grow your business.
Now, I did tease at the very beginning that you are actually maybe a little bit of a star in this area right now. I say that. I'm not sure how many people know all about the Texoma Board of Realtors, but you're currently the president of that organization. What is that in this area, and what do you do? How do you serve in that function?
Okay, sure. So Texoma Board of Realtors is a local real estate association right there in Durant, Oklahoma. And we service all of the local real estate offices if they're a part. Some are not a part of the Texoma Board of Realtors, but those who are a part of the Texoma Board of Realtors, we help them with their business. And so serving as the president kind of just allows us to guide along and give back to the community in the direction that we want the members, to participate in. And participation is hard, and it's with any organization, no matter what you do. Getting participation is difficult, but I feel like we have the right AE, our association executive, Christy Cromer. She is doing a wonderful job for our association. So without her, we couldn't be doing the things that we do to give back. And we're, somewhat into politics. Where you're in real estate, you do have to be involved with what's going on in politics, because private property rights are very important to us, and keeping taxes low, for property taxes low, and a bunch of other things as well. So realtors help fight um, against that. And so we try to do our best to have direct contact with our lawmakers. So if there's anything that we can do to help locally or nationally, please let us know, and we'll do what we can to reach out to the lawmakers.
Yeah, I appreciate that you say that too, because it's not something that everyone just comes out and says. Lots of times people say, well, we try to avoid politics if we can, but it's something you have to do. And I appreciate you said, yeah, we're gonna step in there just a little bit and do something. Of course, 2024 is a national election year too, so it's going to be something that's on lots of people's mind as it is. We're visiting tonight here on BCP Live with Angel Titsworth from Weichert Realtors. I practiced, by the
You
way.
got it.
I did. Solid ground, and offices all around, including one right here in Durant in Bryan County. You were talking to about, okay, you have room for new realtors, new agents, experienced agents, or just brand new. But one of the things that, as we visited a little bit earlier, it stands out to me. I think this word can have positive meanings and meanings that are not quite as positive. When I'm going to use the word diverse, but you would look for people that may not be of this nationality, being able to speak a different language. Talk about that a little bit, because I admit I try to speak English pretty well. I really do. I think I've got it down. I'm decent with my grammar. I've got it down. But that's pretty much the number one and only language that I speak, and it probably helps to be able to have a diversity of language.
Absolutely. So, it's hard. I have always wanted to have a diverse office. I think it's very important that we can learn different nationalities, different cultures, learn some of the languages. Like if you go to Choctaw, some of you probably don't, but probably go more than I need to, and they say "halito,"
Huh?
which means hello. So just knowing that is helpful. And I also recently have hired, about a year and a half ago, hired an assistant who speaks fluent in Spanish. And so each week at our Tuesday office meeting, she teaches us a little bit of Spanish. So she picks words, real estate related words, and some fun words as well, to teach our sales agents, just so we can get a tidbit. So I love learning that, and I would love to have other nationalities, other cultures, people who are fluent in different languages just besides English, um, within our company. And I think if we do that, then we can all work together. Even if we have different ideas on things, I think no matter what, everybody has different ideas and thoughts about how they want things to happen. But just knowing, having people who think differently than me, I love to hear what they think and how they see things. And so I am pushing or would love to, draw in people, of different nationalities, different cultures, different colors, just so that I can learn more. But not only that, there's also so much clientele out there that speak languages that I don't, who need serviced. And so I would love to service those people who I can't do because I can't communicate fluently with them.
Oh, I understand that. I heard this said one time, and I borrowed it and almost tried to make it my own. I think that happens sometimes when you use something from someone often enough. I think it may actually become yours. So I'm going to take credit for this, whether or not I deserve it. But I had heard it said that if you are, especially if you're in leadership, if you're not as smart, you need to surround yourself with smart people. But if
Absolutely.
you are smart, you should surround yourself with smart people who think differently than you.
There
And I
you
think I think there's a lot to be said for that, because we don't need to all think alike. You're never going to get different ideas if everyone thinks exactly the same. So, really quickly, let me put this up here. Shout out from Spencer tonight. By the way, thank you, Spencer, for watching. Appreciate you being tonight. So, giving you a shout out, Angel. I'm glad that he's watching and he appreciates what you do. And again, serving as president of the Texoma Board of Realtors, I'm sure there are a lot of folks that appreciate what you do here in 2024. Let me ask you this as we wrap up our time tonight. Just what would you say then to Bryan County area, Texoma area? How do they get in touch with you? And what message would you like to give to them tonight?
Well, they can reach me easily. They can just text me 903-227-1933. Give me a call, or they can Google Solid Ground Realtors and find me that way. I'm not a hidden agent by no means, so I'm out there if you Google me, or you can call me anytime. I'm available to speak. So what I'd like to tell everybody is we work by faith, basically. We trust in the Lord for sure. He's our strength through this whole thing, through real estate. We always want to treat people fair and honestly. Sometimes they don't like it when we're honest, but we are honest because, the market has shifted some. And so values are not where they used to be 2 and 3 years ago when interest rates were low. So it's tough to have a conversation with buyers and sellers with being truly honest. And so just be patient with the realtors, because we do not control the market. We're just here to assist you throughout the whole process and make it simple for you. At Wackett Realtors Solid Ground, we work for you. We're going to treat you right. So give us a call. Let us help you out. If you have any questions or needs, let us know. We're here to help you.
All right. They can find you online if they were to look up Solid Ground Realtors, Weichert Realtors, Weichert, Weichert Realtors, Solid Ground. So thank you, Angel, for taking some time with us tonight. I really appreciate that, and just coming on with us on a Tuesday night.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on the show. And I do want to give a shout out to Spencer, because he is the outgoing president from the Texoma Board of Realtors. So he did an excellent job getting the board in the right direction and hiring a great AE. And I'm just here, trying to keep his momentum going. So we appreciate Spencer very much. And Joey, thanks for having me on your show. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for all you do. I know you have a lot going on. You keep people involved and up to date with the sports and the news. I don't know how you do it all, but you're doing an excellent job.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And if you will, stay on with me for just one more minute. Let me wrap up tonight by telling everyone quickly this. First off, if you're watching us live, thank you for watching us. And always feel free to say something in the comments, chat. Let us know from where you're watching. Secondly, I want to, if you are watching this in the rerun, you're still watching at this point, you are an absolute trooper, and I appreciate you for doing that. We have a lot going on because it's the end of May. Today is the 28th. It will end here in a couple of days, but that means Magnolia Festival's going on. It's at the Choctaw Event Center. You do not want to miss this. BCP Live, we're going to be there. We're going to be on location. We'll be stopping by and actually broadcasting from the Choctaw Event Center Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we are also going to be at the Pro Rodeo, the PRCA Rodeo. Another thing going on, same time. It's tough to get to all of those things at once. And Angel, it really is tough to get to all those things at once. However, here's the neat thing about this weekend. The Choctaw Event Center and the PRCA Rodeo, which is at the Durant Riding Club Arena, they're not that far apart. And you can get from one to the other and back and forth. You need to time it well. Friday and Saturday, rodeo starts at 7:30 on both those nights. Susie McIntyre is going to be singing the national anthem. Local celebrity singing the national anthem both nights. So that's going on. I know the slack's going on through the day too. So if you want to go and be a part of that, that's fine. But the rodeo at night, if you plan it out well and you get to come to some of the Magnolia Festival events during the day, go over to the rodeo at night. I wish I could tell you what the weather's going to be like. I don't. I've heard rain. Please don't quote me on that. I am not a weatherman, nor do I play one on TV. So not even close. But keep those things in mind, because those are big events and they support our community and brings lots of money into our community as well. I know that was being honest, Angel. I was following your lead there. I'm just being honest. It does. It brings finances into the community. It makes a difference. So I'm warding off a sneeze at this point too. Live broadcast. There we go. If it happens, you'll know. Anyway, I wanted to just let everyone remind you of that. That's coming up. Don't forget about that. And finally, as we wrap up, let me tell you what I always do to bring it out at the end. Number one, be wise. If you don't feel like you have enough wisdom, then God said, ask him. He said he'd give it to you. James chapter 1, he said, and he wouldn't even find fault in you in asking. Sometimes we get leery to ask for things because we think, what are people going to think? God's not concerned about you asking for wisdom. He wants to give it to you. Number two, walk in love. It's not always the easiest thing to do. It is, however, the best thing to do. And we can walk in love every single day, even to people who may not love us back, but it's still the best way to go. And number three, don't walk in fear. I know I've got two things to do and one thing not to do. Don't walk in fear. The national media is going to give you opportunities every single day to be afraid. And I encourage you, don't do it. You can have respect for a situation and not be afraid of it. Okay. I always tell my kids that they are not supposed to walk out into the street. Not supposed to walk into the street. I've got grandkids now. I hold their hand. They don't walk into the street, but I don't have them being scared of cars. They have respect for the situation without being afraid. And so I encourage you, don't walk in fear. Be wise, walk in love, do not walk in fear. Angel Titsworth, thank you very much for being with us tonight. God bless you all. We'll see you all at the Magnolia Festival, at the rodeo this week, and back here next Tuesday night. Everyone have a great evening. Thanks for watching BCP Live.